What if I told you that one man didn't just escape from prison? He flew out of it. Not once, not twice, but in a series of mind-blowing helicopter hijackings, each one more daring than the last. This is the story of Pascal Payet, a man who didn't just break free. He redefined what it meant to escape. Not only did he pull off one of the most unbelievable prison breaks in history, but he also made a promise. And when Payet made a promise, nothing, not high walls, not maximum security measures, could stop him from keeping it. Welcome to Courtroom Clarity, where we uncover the boldest, most audacious stories in crime and justice. Today, we're diving deep into the wild, legendary escapes of Pascal Payet, a man whose life story reads like the script of a high-octane action movie. But this isn't just cinema. This is real life. Pascal Payet wasn't your average prisoner. He was a man sentenced to 30 years behind bars for armed robbery and murder. Locked away in one of France's toughest prisons, you'd think that would have been the end of his story. But not for Payet. From the moment those doors slammed shut, Payet was already plotting his escape. He wasn't thinking of crawling through tunnels or bribing guards. He had something far more spectacular in mind. Payet had promised his fellow inmates that he wouldn't leave them behind. He told them, "If I get out, I'm coming back for you." It sounded like an impossible vow until he made it happen. In 2001, Payet put his plan into action. With the help of accomplices on the outside, he hijacked a helicopter. Yes, a helicopter. He flew straight into the prison courtyard in broad daylight, like a scene ripped straight from a Hollywood blockbuster. The guards? Powerless. The alarms? Screaming. The chaos? Unbelievable. Payet calmly climbed aboard the chopper as the blades sliced through the air. Within minutes, he was gone. It was so surreal, so audacious, that even the authorities could barely believe it had happened. But here's the kicker. Payet didn't just do it for himself. He left with one thing on his mind: to return for his friends. After escaping, Payet vanished into thin air. For years, he outsmarted the authorities. But Payet wasn't content with just his own freedom. He was a man of his word, and he hadn't forgotten the promise he made behind those prison walls. Then, in 2003, he did something no one could have predicted. He came back. Pascal Payet hijacked another helicopter, this time with an even bigger plan. He flew back to the very same prison where he once sat behind bars, but this wasn't about him anymore. It was a rescue mission. Payet hovered the helicopter above the prison yard, lowering the rope ladder as the guards watched in stunned disbelief. He returned for his friends, just like he promised. 3 prisoners scrambled up that rope ladder to freedom. It was as if Payet was starring in the sequel to his own life, a real-life Robin Hood of prison breaks. The guards couldn't believe it. Once again, Pascal Payet had done the impossible. He didn't just escape, he liberated others. He made himself a legend among his fellow prisoners, a hero who kept his word even when it seemed impossible. The French authorities couldn't believe what they were dealing with. Payet had turned the prison system into his playground, defying every expectation. But the legend of Pascal Payet wasn't finished yet. In 2007, Payet was caught again. This time, the authorities swore they had him locked away for good. They put him in a maximum security prison, certain that no helicopter could reach him now. But they underestimated Payet and his ability to inspire loyalty. He had made yet another promise to 3 new friends in prison. And when Pascal Payet makes a promise, he keeps it. For the 3rd time, a helicopter appeared out of the sky. The scene was almost too wild to believe. Pascal Payet orchestrating yet another daring escape, freeing himself and 3 other prisoners, all in one daring swoop. The chopper hovered over the yard like a mythical beast, and once again, Payet and his crew were whisked away to freedom. Pascal Payet wasn't just a criminal anymore. He was a legend, a man who defied every rule, every lock, and every wall built to keep him in. For months after his 3rd escape, Payet and his fellow escapees evaded capture, disappearing like shadows into the night. His helicopter escapes became the stuff of legend, whispered about in criminal circles. But more than that, Payet became the embodiment of the one thing every prisoner dreams of: freedom. And not just any freedom, freedom on his own terms, with daring, with style, and with a promise fulfilled. Eventually, Payet was captured once more. But by then, his legend was cemented. Pascal Payet wasn't just a man. He was a story, a symbol of the impossible made possible. Pascal Payet's escapes weren't just about breaking free from physical walls. They were about breaking free from the limitations placed on him, defying the system, the authorities, and even logic itself. He showed the world that with enough courage, loyalty, and a helicopter or two, you can fly above it all. So here's the real question. How far would you go for your freedom? Would you risk everything, even hijacking a helicopter, to escape not just once, but multiple times? Would you keep a promise to those you left behind, no matter how impossible it seemed? Let us know what you think of Payet's incredible story in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Courtroom Clarity for more unbelievable tales like this one. Hit that like button, share this wild ride of a story, and ring the bell for more thrilling escapes and legendary criminals.